Bonjour les gens, Hot Potters, and welcome once again, as always, to another helping of Mr H's Hot Pot. You join me today by the deserted lake around the hotel area of Disneyland Paris. It's around 7:30 in the morning as I'm making this video, and everyone's having the breakfast. They've got up early so that they can hit the parks later on. So at this time in the morning, this place is completely deserted, and it's rather eerie just being here with no one around, when just in a few short hours from now there'll be a lot of foot traffic. Now, it's 30 years ago this year since this park opened, and back in 1992 this park had its first guests as Euro Disney, and after that there was a number of name changes, primarily because this particular park wasn't doing very well compared to the ones over in America. It was really struggling, this park, to exist basically, and it did look like it was going to be the first Disney that would close. And I think the Simpsons made a joke about it, sort of regarding Krusty Land, and they had a dig, them being Universal at the time, at Disney's faux pas, so to speak. Now, although there's been a number of name changes, the last one being in 2009 to Disneyland Paris, which is what we know it as today, if you know where to look when you're walking around this particular lake, there's still a few remnants to what this park used to be called, which was Euro Disney. And I'm going to take a look at one of those, which I noticed when I was walking around here yesterday with Mrs H and little Toby James, and I'll show it you now. So, Hot Potters, if you're a fan of Disneyland Paris like Mrs H is, and you find yourself leaving your hotel in the morning, heading into the parks, just take your time, and as you're walking along the walkways heading towards the park entrances, I would eventually end up if I followed this all the way around, just take a little look at one of the lampposts either side of the walkway. And if you take a closer look, especially at the bottom where the little panel is, where all the electrical parts will be, you'll notice embossed into that panel is the words Euro Disney and the number 1992. Which is when this park opened, and a little Mickey Mouse. And all these lampposts around this lake have this embossed into the panels. There is one or two that have blanks, and I should imagine that they've replaced those lights, but this one here is original to when this park opened. So there we go, Hot Potters. That's a little remnant of when this park opened back in 1992 as Euro Disney. Anyway folks, I'm going to whip this camera around now and wrap this one up, I think. Well folks, that'll just about do it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed taking a look at a little remnant from Disneyland Paris when it used to be called Euro Disney back on its opening day in 1992. I'm going to head off now, find Mrs H and little Toby James, and I think I'll have my breakfast because people are starting to mill around here now, and they've left the breakfast area in my hotel and they're heading over into the parks for the magic hours, so I think I'll join them. So, until the next time, from myself, Mr H, it is au revoir for now.
Et maintenant, je déclare Euro Disney officiellement ouvert.
Hello? Itchy and Scratchy Land open for business? Who are you to resist it, huh? Come on, my last paycheck bounced. My children need wine.